What's going on, folks? Painless. Been a while. Uh, a lot has has gone on, and I've been on. Well, currently still am, still am on vacation. Um, Went to Atlanta for a little bit. Saw my baby sister out there. Painless. I don't. People don't know because I rarely talk about my family life. But I got three sisters and a brother, so I come from a pretty large family. Uh, but I have a lot of family in Atlanta, but my baby sister lives in Atlanta, so I went to check her out, and because she just moved into a new place, just kind of checked her out. She's way younger than me, but anyway, been doing that. Now I'm back. Um, I'm not going to be talking about that 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 P Diddy stuff. I could care less. I could care less. Not that I'm hoping or wishing anything ill on him, but I could give a damn about that situation. That's what I'm getting at. I don't care about what that situation all that it entails. So I'm not going. I seeing people wearing that stuff out, man, wearing that story out, and I'm not going to do it. But I will talk about this. Y'all see the thumbnail? You see the title. I've had people on the job, the time that I do go in, especially with black folks, it's a lot of sizing up now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of black folks trying to size each other up. Like, so, what you think. And it always come in with some little sneak shit. So, man, uh, it's rough out here. It always start with some little foot in the door, little comment, and then it leads to, shoot. And then it go like this. Shoot, I don't know if we can handle any more of that dude, man. Shoot. Then they start getting more braver, more brave, and then they just want to know, so who you got, man? Who you vote for, man? And that's why I like, shoot, whoever's the best person for the job. And see, that's how you Barry Sanders some shit like that. that's how you sidestep things. That's how you jump cut. For my folks that watch football, you jump cut conversations like that because it's not going to go any type of good. It's not going to be good with black folks. It's not, and especially where I make money at, you don't want to ruin any type of relationships because you got guys out here, man. You got marriages and relationships that are teetering over this damn election. And I think that is so sad. I think that is so unnecessary. And case in point, I had a situation where I was talking to this before I went on to Atlanta. A little bit, maybe a month or so. And we was talking good till we started talking about politics. She brought it up, of course. See, I never bring no stuff up, even with family. I let them, fall on their sword. And I told you a situation I had with one of my uncles, and but I'm I'm gonna leave that alone. But we were talking, me and this woman, we were talking good. Then I got tired of hearing her damn mouth about the situation, and I told her, look, ain't no way I'm voting for no Kamala Harris. She's had years to do whatever she needs to do, and if she ain't done it yet under this current administration, then she ain't gonna get it done. And then I just went in. I went hard in the paint. I went ham, as they used to say, on her. And then she, you know what she told me? She said, "Oh, I don't think this gonna work." And I said, "You know what? It sure ain't. Bye." And I hung up on her. I sure did. And I thought that was so. And see, this the thing. And this is how arrogant a lot of these sisters are out here with this Kamala effect. Chick, you live with your brother and sister, your brother and his wife. You just moved down here with your 46-year-old self talking about I'm here for a fresh start. A fresh start at 46? What are you talking about? Fresh start. You up here living in a room, and up here talking about, hey, if you ain't with, and for the in so many words, if you ain't with Kamala, then shoot, I don't know. And I said the arrogance of a lot of these sisters out here. You living in a matchbox. You should be glad some man is talking to you. And I got caught up in the conversation because, like I said, it was going good. But see, I don't want to make it about her, but I'm just telling you, take my story and multiply that by thousands. And you know what? I found that a lot of these brothers out here that are caping and supporting Kamala Harris, these are your pot-belly 52-year-old brothers out here that are driving these Mercedes Benzes, paying $981, living with a roommate, talking about, and the only reason he's supporting Kamala Harris is because he got a little tenderoni he's scared to lose, and he can't really say what he really want to say. Or he's been conditioned to just go with the sisterhood. And I've said this to ad nauseum, guys. I've said this. It's not so much as these women out here. It's these suckers and SIMPSs out here that provide aid and cover. If it wasn't for aid and cover, these women wouldn't be allowed to get away with this shit. It's the same with all these laws that are made. I told you about the lieutenant governor out here in Tennessee who's staunch down, conservative, don't tread on me. This fool is liking IG posts of a little femboy. And they don't even talk about it no more. I've said this, that a lot of these conservative Republicans, these politicians, they go along with this LGBT weird shit. They go along because deep down, they like to bend over. And they like bending people over, if you catch my drift. They are some of the biggest, they are some of the most freakiest, weird, chomo type, real funny behavior. These laws wouldn't be getting passed solely at the whim of the ones that support LGBT and all this weird stuff. It's these other politicians that are really undercover freaks. But like to act conservative and like to act pro this and pro that. But yeah, back to the brothers. These are your brothers that, your Alpha Phi, Omega, Q, even Q dogs out here stomping. You got your little logistics job. You driving around in a new BMW, a new Cadillac, with your little placard, with your little sorority placards on your damn license plate, talking shit, talking about, oh, if you ain't, you don't support black women, if you don't support, and see, those are the brothers I steer clear of. I steer clear of them. These are your Prime America, Amway, Quick Star. Y'all remember that shit, Quick Star? The little get rich quick scheme brothers. These are yours. Like from 20 years ago. These are your brothers. Fast forwarded now in 2024. The brothers that still doing Prime America, got a little bullshit warehouse job, or you know what I'm saying? Maybe working for the government. Talking all this nonsense. Always in women. These are the guys that are always having women problems. You know why? Because they think their problem, they think the remedy to getting women is agreeing with their asses and giving them money. Taking their ass to Vegas, San Croix, spending money you ain't got. Because, brother, you already got a $981 car note. If you didn't have that high-ass car note, you could probably get you a little 1,100 square foot apartment. But you rather ride, you rather floss and stunt for these women. And you know what the irony is? These women know that shit. See, women, especially sisters, they know who they can get. They know who to steer clear. They be like, oh, no, that brother Palin, I can't do what I want with him. I'm going to stay away. And they'll go right to that sucker over there. It'd be these pot-belly, bald-head, receding hairline brothers that try, brother, you 53, you still trying to chase ass? You better get your bread up. You got a freaking roommate. Now, it ain't, see, when you're young, you can get away with that. And I've said that. When you're 20, 21, women, at that age, women that are typically your age, they don't want to know if you got a 401k, if you have investments, stocks, some property. It's more like, damn, ooh, he got on Jabos. Ooh, he got on Guess Jeans. This is clothes popping when I was, in the 90s, mid to late 90s, when I was in high school, a young 18, 17-year-old man, 20, 21, 22. Ooh, he got on Jabos, Guess Jeans. Ooh, he got on Duckhead. He got this. He got on Jordans. He got on Air Max. That's how you show your wealth at that age. But when you're 53 and you still trying to show your age through clothes and cars and shit, brother, you got it all messed up. And these are your Kamala supporters. And that bull job that Magic Johnson did and what Obama just did highlights everything. See, they typify what I just explained. Why am I going? Look, let me tell you something. Magic, you have no skin in the game, brother. You don't. You should have just kept your goddamn mouth shut. Because don't make me say the obvious about your son and about your tricky dicky ways, brother. And then you think you got the gall, you got the unmitigated gall to tell me who I should vote for? And then Obama. You see, this is how you know the heat is on. They rolling out all the big guns. And guess who's on? And see, I said this, a straight black male is a enemy. A straight single black male is a enemy to everybody. I would say straight men in general, because this is not just a color thing. If you straight and you single, and you got a mind of your own, you are dangerous. People look at people. That's why I say silence is very powerful. Because people, especially black, as a black man, they want to put you in a box. Like if you ain't skinning and grinning, oh shit, you know. If you're not going along just to get along as a black man, that's definite. When you take it's really sacrilege for when it's revolutionary to go out and work out. Cause I was out I was downtown last night and had TSU's homecoming, Tennessee State. Had all them fools out there, Kappa of this, Omega this. I go nowhere near there. Those aren't my circles at all. Because it's nothing but a farm of church niggas and Democratic shills out there that just are an extension of the Democratic Party and the debauchery that is supported. And I've talked about this with religion. And RP to the late David Carroll. He was the one that said black folks need to be politically re-educated. How can you go to a church, how do you go sit somewhere every Sunday and listen to a pulpit preacher that teaches contrary to the so-called word of God that you believe is the word of God? And see, black folks, especially down south, especially moving down south, I kind of remember why I left, but now I'm back because I'm older. Because now when you stay with your mom and daddy, you got to deal with what you deal with. And now I'm older, I'm more equipped mentally, and I know what's going on. See, a lot of black folks, especially like I said down south, love to stunt and show off. And a lot of these black women down here, a lot of these women in general, love to have that Southern belle and be ratchet at the same time. And I don't play that shit at all. You don't get to strut around here and play that Southern damsel in distress and then you twerking on Friday and Saturday nights, and then you gonna try to corner me about church and society and stuff like that, and who I'm a support in this. You can barely pay your goddamn rent. Why? Because I like to travel. I like to eat at restaurants. See, when I hear that stuff, and y'all may be wondering, Painless, what's that got to do with the Kamala effect? It has a lot to do with the Kamala effect. And I'm going to tell you how. These the women that are telling their husbands and their boyfriends, you ain't getting none if you don't jump on board. And that's problematic. Because we know that thing between women's legs moves me. It makes a lot of weak-minded men do a lot of weak shit to guys like me. and other brothers that don't toe the line. That's what it has to do with it. So when I see these women talking about, I'm Alpha Chi this and AKA this, Kiwi and all this. Oh, what do you like to do? I like to travel. I like to eat at nice restaurants. When I hear that shit, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Because I know you spend recklessly. You're not a good steward of your money. And you live a very you live a very reckless, turbulent lifestyle. And I'm not about to mix resources with you. And that's what I've said, guys. I don't care what color you are, what ethnicity you are. Protect your resources. Protect your health. That's how you win. That's how, stun on, how you stun in the gym. Stun on them stocks. Stun, get your money. That's how you stun. Don't be like these brothers out here getting caught. See, when you're young, I get it. When you're 22, 23, 19, you want you a Hellcat. I get it. I did that. I went out and had me a black on black 1996 Chevy. Remember them Chevy Impalas, like from 95 to 99, I think? I had me a 96 one. Black on black. Dual pipes. So I get it. But if you're doing that at 48, that ain't the move. That ain't the move. And you ain't got no money saved up. Nothing like that. And you out here buying cars. You out here every weekend at these bars and these little hookah lounges chasing these little Hottentots that ain't worth a goddamn, blowing money, still ain't getting none. That ain't the move, brother. That is not the move. But yeah, I was downtown and, TSU, all them fools, queued up. They had a mass shooting here yesterday. One killed, about 10 injured, some kids. I don't participate in none of that. When there's a large gaggle of black folks like that, stay away. Stay the hell away. It's conducive to your lifestyle and health. I'm telling you, your safety. Stay away. And you know what a lot of these fools, I got online, because the news was reporting it. Do you know what a lot of these black folks were saying in the damn comments? Never mind, prayers for those that was, hurt or injured. You know what a lot of these fools did? Oh, that was around the corner. That had nothing to do with TSU homecoming, so I don't want to see no comments associating us with that. They was worried so much about their image of the homecoming, because a lot of these homecomings, and this is all around. I remember Magic City, like in Birmingham. It was always some mess going on back in the day. And I talk a lot of people wonder why Alabama and Auburn don't play at Legion Field no more. I'm going to tell you why Auburn, and I know I'm going off on a tangent, and the reason they don't play is because people was getting knocked over the head going into the game, outside, coming from the game, by all them shines that live around Legion Field in Birmingham. Because the Iron Bowl used to be in Birmingham. Now it was neutral. It wasn't in Auburn. It wasn't in Tuscaloosa. Everybody went to Birmingham for the Iron Bowl. Now they move it Tuscaloosa or Auburn. But that's why they do not play at Legion Field no more. But yeah, it used to be crazy back in the day. So, but yeah, I thought that was so. It was expected. You know, they were so never mind about the injured because see, this is the thing. These Nashville, they got a little liberal, little one of them. They got a liberal one of them Anne Frank mayors. Okay, and I'll just say that. And things are changing. But this is still the capital. It's still, thank goodness we got a Republican governor that will reel things in if we get out of hand. But these people they do not want Nashville to turn into Memphis. And all these Democratic church sorority Negroes knew the play. They knew what to do. They knew what to say in them comments because they know they will shut that the parades down. And it's already people talking about, hey, no more homecoming parades for TSU. We're going to see when you got stuff like that. And then there was another incident outside the game, a fight. People, it's now everybody fight because I know it's some shine in here like, hey, Panthers, they do that at Oklahoma and Texas. White boy be fighting it. Yeah, Negro, I know. But but the shooting, kids getting hit. And I don't get, well, it had nothing to do with TSU. It was around the corner. No, though that was associated. Where you think these people come from? You think some people just was shooting at each other? No. Shit brings flies. Shit brings flies. So when you got a gaggle like this at TSU, and I'm not saying, look, let me say, it's a lot of good, parades, they can be fun. But see, this is the thing. And it was I've been to HBCU parades and events like that, and they can be fun. This is when I was younger. They can be fun and festive and no drama. But see, this is the issue. All these folks out here trying to take away the idea that this didn't have nothing to do with the homecoming and what we got going on. They need to go check these bad apples. And see, that's what black folks don't do. We do not check and chastise our own. In fact, we embrace it. That's a whole, and I've talked about that so much. We celebrate our downtrodden. There ain't no, you don't get no pat on the back for doing what you're supposed to do as a black man in the so-called black community. You don't. But if you downtrodden, being in and out of jail, everybody come to Lil John defense. That's how it works in the so-called black community. So what I've done, I got black friends and associates, stuff like that. But as far as a black collective, I do not fool with church, especially black church. I have my belief in a higher power in my own personal, whatever you call relationship or belief. But I do not deal with black churches whatsoever. I will go back home to a small, intimate church where I know these people is trying to do right. But all these little stunt ass, little prayer team, weird shit church activities, I don't deal with that. And now these are the ones that are trying to shame black men into voting for someone who really isn't of the ilk or the ethnicity, but part of that party. That's it. And you're not going to shame me. You're not going to bogart painless. You're not going to wave some ass in my face and say, if you don't do it, you ain't getting none of this. Oh, the fuck well. That's where I stand on that. And that's what a lot of these churches have been, and really up to this point are doing. Trying to shame people into voting for this lady who ain't got no track record, who hasn't done anything. Nothing. Using scripture to twist and using shame tactics where there is, I think shame is very important, but not in this sense. And like I said, these men, these brothers out here, scared to lose, scared to be on the outs, fall in line. And I'm not like that. And I tell you brothers out there, you young guys, don't be like that. But yeah, that's the Kamala effect. And that's all I got to say about that. Painless out.